lot of people out here this weekend. I'm not even going to show you the regular campground area. It's totally full. The secondary, all the campgrounds are full. We use the little turnaround spot that we always use. The road is not maintained beyond this point, so the graders and other heavy equipment turns around here. So there's no fires allowed, but it's fine to camp here. Please keep your vehicles and tents within this little rock boundary. Thanks. We spent all of last night driving, so today is mostly a rest day, but we'll take a short sunset hike on the dunes. Considering how full the camping areas are, we did manage to carve out a nice piece of solitude here. The sky is gray with smoke, but it was even worse in the Owens Valley west of us this morning, and a lot worse back home where we live in the Bay Area. It's all coming down from a fire up north. And we even had to pass right through a small wildfire in Yosemite in both directions. It was dark on the way here, but here's some shots from our trip home. Okay, we'll start our hike in the morning, but not before being invaded by an incredibly aggressive kangaroo rat. Check this critter out. Yeah, Roxana chases it and then it just comes at me. Ah! Get out of here! Right up out of that hole, runs right at us. There it is. I don't know if you can see it anymore. It's coming right at me. It's really just trying to figure out where to go because it smells our food. These things just don't give up. So annoying. We're going to chase it away though. We're not giving it any food, I'll tell you that. Alright, time to deal with this thing. So we're going to start by heading up that canyon. We'll have to go cross country from the Eureka Dunes road that we're on now. That canyon will lead us to an old mining road. Way up there, a lot of it is still intact, and that should eventually lead us back down a canyon 1.5 miles south and deposit us onto this road. This is all National Park wilderness, so you're not allowed to take a vehicle up there. We're going to park here, make some bacon and eggs roadside, and start hiking to the other canyon. After walking about half the distance along Eureka Dunes Road, we could see the canyon we were aiming for, so we headed straight up the alluvial fan. The mining road used to come straight down that slope to Eureka Dunes Road, but it's completely gone now, and this is a less steep route, and we're making pretty good progress. It was a little rocky, but it wasn't too bad. We're getting a nice view of the hidden dunes, and just to the right is Dry Well Road. The mine road used to lead straight down from here to the well out there. Completely gone now. The well is also gone, but you might see somebody camping at the end of the road, and it's also a good starting point for a hike to the hidden dunes. But we're headed up this way, getting closer to the canyon. More modern campsite, made out of antique junk. And the road just disintegrates right there. And we're already finding some old equipment. We have a short piece of road to follow. Crazy looking stuff out here. That layer is just being peeled off, and then this is what's underneath. You can see, get over here. And that top layer would be lighter, except for that stuff, some of it changes, it gets darker with exposure to sun and water. I don't exactly forget what that rock is, but that's a whole other layer on top. Crazy. And we're about to go up in here. There's the gate on the old road. That's right. Road. That's what we just came up. It gets pretty rough, but it's fairly obvious which way you're supposed to go. There's an old mining claim boundary marker. It's past noon. It's about 64 degrees. Well, not so hot today. Sun sure is bright though. Well, we're almost to the road again where the actual mines are. Oh, I think it's going right up there.
I made it across.
Well, we're shifting over from back there. Now we're over here. That's a sizable washout. We're gonna have to climb down that. It's a couple feet down. Oh, I guess we can go around. Yeah, there's a few of these along the road. That should be the last of our climb over there to get us up to the first mining equipment. That is gonna be tough. And you can see the road area is just gone. Something we're gonna have to jump across that or something. Won't be too bad. And look what's right around the corner. That's funny, we didn't even know that was there. Yeah, that cabin's obviously falling apart. Plexiglass windows. Okay, there's a door here. Let's see. Oof. Stuff. A lot of rat droppings. And there was a Death Valley Park hantavirus warning in there. Anywhere you're in a cabin out in the west, basically mice might have hantavirus in the west. So you don't want to be in those kind of places. Well, we'll get up it. Wow, folks. That. All kinds of junk. And look at this. Oh, wow. We'll get a closer look at some of this stuff. These are the mercury retorts. Just uphill is a cinnabar mine. They crush and cook that ore and get mercury out of it. I'm not sure why they call it the up and down mine, but maybe it's because they had to go up to the mine and bring it down here to the retorts. But they also had to go all the way up and down to the valley floor to get water. We've got an excellent view of the hidden dunes to the west, and we're starting to see the Eureka dunes south of us. Pretty amazing the way these retorts are just welded together pieces of junk. It was all built right here. If you're thinking these retorts look like complicated moonshine stills, you're not wrong. The process is very similar. It is a chemical distillation. There's where they would have brought the crushed ore and poured it into that thing. Maybe that was a rock crusher. I don't know, some kind of sorting mechanism. I'm not sure what that stuff is down there. This is probably some sort of crusher, but I'm not sure how it connects to the retort over here. If you know more about this stuff, leave a comment. Thanks. That is probably where your mercury comes out, right there. We even have a nice little table to prepare our lunch on. We're going to have lunch before we continue up. We had a nice lunch with a view, and now we're going to head up to the mine workings and then follow the road south and down to some other prospects. Here you can see what's left of the mine workings. That red rock may be the cinnabar. It looks something like that. And we keep taking the road south. We're seeing bighorn sheep droppings and tracks all along here, but we never managed to see a sheep. While we take in the view, I'll run down the temperatures over the weekend. You could definitely say it was cold at night, but was it really warm in the day? When we got here yesterday, it was about 75 degrees, and this morning it was 39, which is quite cool. But in this dry environment, 75 is not exactly hot. Today our max temperature was 66. Maybe it was 68 or 70 down in the valley there, but wouldn't be much warmer. We did climb 1,700 feet to get up here, but that's not going to change the temperature much. Tomorrow morning it will be 23 degrees. That is definitely cold. So you can definitely say it's cold at night this time of year, but I don't know if we could say it's hot in the daytime, because 66, we had jackets on all day long. The sun was bright. I even got a little sunburn on my face, but it was not warm at all. It's a steep downhill into the canyon for the last prospect we're going to check out. There was one down to the right of us that we skipped, and there's actually a road going up to the left of us that you could go for miles and see many more mines up that way. Sun is setting on us as we drop down into the canyon. We're going to get to the April Fool's prospect. Not much here at all. This is probably some sort of loading area, and there's an open pit up above. The pit is more like a scrape. My book says this mine was completely unsuccessful. And notice there's no red rock. They were looking for the red stuff. And now the road is going to take us down into the Narrows. Past a little more junk. Here comes sunset. Even in the dark, this stuff was pretty impressive. We'll definitely be coming back and try this one in the daytime. It's not that far to come in from this end, and there should be shade here in the summertime, so this will make a good hot weather hike. And the Narrows ends at an 80-foot dry fall. Lucky for us, the mining company created a nice bypass to the left here. Well, it's pitch black. We got a couple hundred yards to go, but we can see the reflective stickers on the truck. I have some highly reflective barrier tape on the truck so that other vehicles can see us when we're parked on dark roads. And we can see them reflecting from here. We're in a perfect straight line with it. We came out just where we wanted to be. All right, this went really well. So you can see, we came out the very center of that wash and we're kind of coming straight down. The map was showing us that the road was over to our north a little bit, but the thing is we kind of knew we didn't exactly want to be on that rocky junk, and we ultimately did find this road, which was what we were hoping. That is what we came down. That little side road, we eventually found it. Of course, we didn't run into it till we were a good halfway down, but if we hadn't used the GPS correctly, we could have ended up way out there. And instead, we came pretty darn close to where we wanted to be. That's excellent. Like I said, it was 23 this morning, so we just waited for the sun to hit us and then packed up camp. Made a quick stop on the other side of the valley and headed home. It was something of an experiment coming out here this late in the season, and I don't think we'll try it again. Cool weather was nice for this hike, but overall it was just too cold for us. So it's back through a smoky Yosemite to an even smokier Bay Area. We're going to be choking on smoke for 2 more weeks and feel even worse for the people affected by the fires up north. Be careful with fires out there. Thanks for coming with us, everybody.